Hello there, people. It's Maurice here, and today we're gonna do. Excuse me. Today we're gonna do a top 10 countdown of my most favorite shows of all time. So this might be a long list because the video might be long itself. So it depends which is my favorite, which is my any other stuff that's going on. So there are some honorable mentions in this show. So we're gonna show you a simple way to do a countdown. Oh fuck. But yeah, let's get this shit started. So let's go start with the honorable mentions first before we get started. All right, so we're gonna start with the honorable mentions. There are some kids shows and there are some adult shows. Let's start with the first one. Okay, on the first honorable mention we have Counterfeit Cat, a really interesting show that a bunch of people never heard of because they forgot about this show exists. But if you don't know, it is a science fiction adventure comedy series about an alien being found, which is the name of Gark, and basically Betty adopts it, and basically Max and Gark go on to adventures and a bunch of shit. But this show is pretty good. Yeah, you should actually check it out because it is interesting, but it might get cringe at times. But trust me, this show is worth it. But as I heard, some of the episodes may be lost, but you can just find it out on some. It is up on YouTube and some pirate sites, but please do not commit piracy. Please don't. Our next honorable mention is Digimon Fusion, which this show is pretty fun to watch because basically the show came out in 2013. It ran for 2 seasons, and basically, if you've seen the unboxing on the or you've seen it on my rare DVD collection part 2, you should check it out and see what it looks like, or so you can know what it is. Because I already finished season 1 because it is pretty fun to watch. I mean, this show did air on Nickelodeon in the first season and the rest on Nicktoons and the CW. So let's go to the next one. All right, next up we got the show that I nearly almost finished because I'm only saying the book 1 version of it, but this is Infinity Train. Basically, it's a dramedy where anything else can go. Obvious. It's Tulip getting stuck by a video game and some shit. And yeah. We get the point. Y'all should know what Infinity Train is because the show ran for 4 seasons and the other 2 are completely lost. But the first 2 are on DVD, so be on the lookout for those. And yeah, it's pretty good. Let's go to the next one again. All right, the next one is The Mighty Bee. Pretty good show and stuff, but basically, it's this show about Bessie Higginbottom trying to be a dedicated member to the Honeybee Troop, hashtag 828, which means becoming the Mighty Bee. So basically, she goes on adventures just to get badges, and yeah, I gotta say, this show is pretty fun to watch, but it's kind of sad that this is like the only one released in this series. So and there used to be another, but this went out of print and is considerably impossible to grab. So I do own the We Got the Bee DVD, which only has like some of the episodes from season 1. And it actually stars Amy Poehler in this, and it is created by her. So this is a show you should highly check out. So let's get to the actual countdown. Let's do this shit. Alright, for number 11, we got Black Dynamite, the TV series, not the movie. Well, Black Dynamite is basically follows the same exact thing as the 2009 movie of the same name, which is pretty good. Which, this is an adult animated series, which is made by the producers of the Boondocks, so it actually has some of the cast members from the movie too, so this show is actually hilarious, and it is pretty funny to watch, so this is number 11 because it's not number 1 either because it's pretty interesting, but you should check it out. All right, number 10 we got American Dad. This is pretty obvious, but basically American Dad is more like an action what the fuck? Yeah, it's an action sitcom basically. I mean, you all know what American Dad is. It's pretty obvious that this is made by the same guy who made Family Guy, so we don't talk about Cleveland show, but which is not on this list. But yeah, American Dad is pretty fun to enjoy too. Since I actually try to find out to get the Region 2 DVDs because it's pretty interesting, and it actually works better because it's uncut. But yeah, this show is pretty amazing for what it is since it recently ended its TBS run, so it's returning back to Fox. So pretty excited about it since I do like the TBS era better than the Fox era, like the original era, not the never mind. But you get what I mean. But yeah, American Dad is pretty good. It's still, I mean, this is like the only show on this list that's still going. So then you just watch the first 5 or 6 seasons, then yeah, you're good. Alright, so we don't really have that much Nickelodeon shows since I pretty much grew up watching Nickelodeon at the time. So I'm just gonna do it because there are a couple of things in there. So yeah, so number 9 we got Sanjay and Craig. Sanjay and Craig's basically it's more like the adventures of a 12-year-old boy and a pet snake named Craig going on random adventures and all that stuff. So hold on, let me check. Alright, yeah, I checked. So basically, what I should say is the show is pretty fun to watch. I mean, it's basically known for its gross out humor, which I kind of don't like, but this one is just hilariously. This is a show you should highly check out on this one. If you're looking for it, this show is available. I mean, it's available physically and digitally, so you can get them, but you can't find it on the air or any other site. So check it out. All right, we're keeping this one short, so we got a show that you should highly watch, but it's basically a mini series. But yeah, so number 8 we got is Over the Garden Wall, which is basically it tells the story about two lost brothers, Wirt and Greg, who finds themselves lost in a strange forest with the help of a blue girl named Beatrice. They must travel across the strange land to find their way home, which is what the whole miniseries is about. I'd say this show is pretty fun. I recently binged the entire thing, and this is a show you should highly watch. And somehow the DVD is starting to become rare, so I suggest you snag it before it gets valuable. It is available digitally. Alright, number 7, we got Johnny Test. Boy, oh boy. A show that I usually loved watching when I was a kid. I mean, it's crazy because I used to watch this show all the time. So, yeah, if you guys do not know what Johnny Test is, it's basically a science fiction buddy comedy series about Johnny and Dookie with his twin sisters going on adventures. I mean, you should know what the intro is. So, Johnny Test is a really amazing show, but I do not like the 6th season because I mean, 6th season is not available physically, but the first 5 seasons are because you can actually find this on Netflix or the Mill Creek releases, which I own. But this is a show you should highly recommend. Only highly recommend the first 4, not the 5th one, but the 5th. The 5th one isn't that good, but it is alright. But you should watch it if you're a fan. Oh, speaking of science fiction, we're gonna go on number 6, which is obviously Dexter's Lab, which is another show I recently watched as a kid. Since I know Johnny Test get controversy all because of the comparison to Dexter's Lab and Family Guy, but Dexter's Lab is pretty fun because I like both shows. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, this is obvious. But y'all should know what Dexter's Lab is. It's fucking great. It went on for 4 seasons. I mean, I know most people think the Warner Brothers DVDs is basically 3, and 4, but the season 3 and 4 are part of season 2. So yeah, this is really good. You should check it out because you're missing out on it. Alright, number 5, we got Level Up. I mean, this is literally the only live action show in this animated list since almost most of the list is entirely animated, but this one does have animation in it because this is computer generated animation. So give me a moment real quick. Basically the show is about 4 teenagers love playing their favorite video games, Conquer of All Worlds, when they accidentally open a portal from the virtual world to the real, unleashing the game's evil villain, Maldark. So basically Level Up is basically a science fiction action comedy is far as I can say. But yeah, it's a show that basically ran for 2 seasons, and it does have the movie, but the movie is the pilot. So you can't find this digitally, but it is available physically. But it only has the episode from season 1 called Wanted. So Level Up, the show is great, but it's a shame it got canceled. So if you can find any of the stuff is available on Internet Archive. So if you haven't seen the show, check it out because you're missing out on this shit too. Alright, number 4, we have the Garfield show. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures. Yes, this show is fucking awesome. But yeah, this show basically follows the same plot as the Pac-Man games go. So Yeah, I did binge. I mean, the show ran for like 2 seasons. Cause how can I say this? Fuck. Basically, there are reruns on Discovery Family, which you can't find anymore, and there are some DVD releases of this. So if you see them, just buy it. I don't give a damn about it. But yeah. But the point is, the show is pretty fun. It's enjoyable. I watched it twice. I've watched it a couple of times, but it is enjoyable. This, but does repeat the same jokes. That's the only problem I don't like about the show. All right, number 3, we got Steven Universe. Yeah, the show is pretty great and all, but I know this might be the only image that will be for the rest of this time I'll be talking about it. But I mean, the show is pretty fun if you watch like the first 5 seasons and the movie. But there's one issue about this. It's Future. Yeah, Future. I did finish all the stuff related to this, and I just think Future had wasted potential. That it's not a bad show, but it's just not great in general. But I just felt Future felt so boring and just kind of forgettable to enjoy the entire thing, because it only ran for like 20 episodes, and if not like, I think that's how much it is, like 20 or 21 episodes, if I can remember. But yeah, Future was not that great. It was just flat out boring and just forgettable. It felt like a wasted potential of a series in general. Overall, the first 5 seasons and the movie is great, and you should check it out. The only way to watch this is you gotta watch the first 5 seasons and the movie. Do not watch Future. Alright, number 2, we got the legendary masterpiece, the almighty, the greatest piece of satire, the Boondocks. Yes, you heard me right. The Boondocks is basically my second favorite, because those who are unfamiliar with Boondocks, is basically just them moving away to the south side to moving away from Chicago to the south side or something. Can't remember which plot happens, but you get the idea. It's basically just misadventures with the Freemans and all that stuff. But what I gotta say is, the Boondocks is a real piece of media. It's basically predicts satire perfectly, and it's basically a really classic show. With it's basically a show created by Aaron McGruder, the guy who made Black Jesus and shit. But this is a show that anyone else can watch, but don't let your kids watch this, bro. I'm dead serious. This is an adult show, because it's obvious. Because the show did air on Adult Swim on this, and it also ran for 4 seasons. But do not watch season 4. Season 4 is just straight up trash. But I did binge it multiple times, like all 3 seasons, canonically. I don't know how to spell canon, but you get that. Anyways, the Boondocks is one of my favorites, but it's not number 1. But you'll see why it's number 2. If you haven't seen it, check it out, because you're really missing out on this media. All right, we have the number 1 best show of all the motherfucking time. It's, yup, you knew it was going to be coming. It's obviously South Park. Yes, yes, yes. It is a highly suggested masterpiece, because basically you all know what South Park is, all that yada 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 stuff. Since I'm not going to explain what the plot is, because you already know what Boondocks is, you already know what South Park is. So basically, why I call this one of my personal favorite shows of all time is basically, yes, I did watch the movie, and I did finish the entire series so far, but I know season 27 is not out yet, but I'm really excited for this. But yeah, South Park is one of my favorite shows of all time. Basically, my personal favorite adult show of all time, even though it's a lot better than the Family Guy's newer seasons. But yeah, this show is fucking amazing. You should actually check it out, because you're missing out on this. And that is it for all my top 10 animated series. So I know it's strange to have one live action show is number 5, because this does this does have animation in there, but it's just mostly live action. So yeah, this is all there is. About to get out of here, so yeah, I had to include this, but I'll see y'all later. I'm out.